Oh. Okay, everybody. Okay, everybody. Time for yoga. Yay. Thank you guys all so much for showing up. Thank you for making space for each other. Um, yeah, I've been gone the last couple of weeks. I've missed being here. And also just a heads up, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna be gone next Sunday as well. So I'm going to John Cottrell's. He's doing a yoga and baking retreat up in Heber. So I'm going to that. I'm attending that. So I'll be here all week, but then I'm not going to be here on Sunday. But then I will be back the next week. So that's the only class I'm missing is next Sunday. And Denise, who subbed the last couple of weeks, will be subbing this coming Sunday. And she's awesome. Yeah. Um, let's see. Other announcements. I guess the only thing I've got is I have my once per month breathwork offering for February. It's the third Saturday of every month. So it's on the 21st, I think, of February. It's either the 20th or the 21st. But yeah, that's 7 to 9 p.m. here in this space. It's called Frequency, and it's just breathwork and sound. And I have a musician coming. I have Brady Bloom, if any of you know who he is. He's awesome. He's coming to support me with music. So if you're around that weekend and don't have plans, I would love to have you. If you have any questions, you're welcome to ask me after class. Other than that, yeah, I think let's just do some yoga. Any questions before we begin? Comments, concerns? Okay, cool. Then find your comfortable seated meditation if you're not there already. So you can kind of just move your body a little bit if you want, wiggle around a little bit. Maybe you stretch your arms up, move your side bodies, take a little twist, anything that feels good. So kind of get your wiggles out. And then as you are ready, eventually find stillness. So as you find stillness, just be intentional with how and where you place your hands. So they might just rest on your lap. Maybe you bring your hands to your heart, maybe one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And then eventually either close your eyes or soften your gaze, lower your gaze. You could even try gazing down at the tip of your nose, just gently. And then give yourself a couple moments to really transition. So transition from your life outside this room, the world outside this room, everything that's going on out there. Just kind of let it fall away for now. And allow yourself to just feel your own presence in this space. So feel your sit bones on the ground. Feel the space around you, the air around you, the air on your skin, its temperature, its texture. Notice the sounds around you. So the sound of my voice is probably the most obvious, but what else can you notice? Background noise, white noise, maybe even sounds that are coming from within your own body. Do bring your awareness to your body, to your own inner space, your own inner world. So what's going on inside? What physical sensations do you feel as you're sitting in this position? How do your hips feel? How does your spine feel? Your shoulders? Are you tensing up by chance through your facial muscles, through your jaw, your forehead, your eyebrows? Is there any way you can hold this position, hold your seated meditation, but just soften around it a little bit more, soften within it a little bit more? See if you can notice beyond physical sensation, what else is there? Energetic sensation, emotional sensation. You don't have to figure anything out. You don't have to go into any story about the emotion, but just feel it in your body. The raw sensation of it. Where do you feel it? What does it feel like? Just give it your awareness, your attention, your acknowledgement. And start to notice, if you haven't already, the rise and fall of your own breath. So every inhalation, you feel that expansion. Every exhalation, you feel that contraction or that letting go. And with this extra awareness on your breath, next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. Get as full as you can. And hold in that fullness. Maybe even take an extra little sip of air at the top. And then open your mouth and great big sigh. Let it out. Do that 2 more times. So inhale, fill up. As full as you can become. Hold. Once again, find that extra little sip at the top. And open your mouth, great big sigh. Yeah, really good. Do that one more time. So make this the biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Fill up every little space inside of you and let the breath circulate around for a moment as you hold. This time, possibly 2 extra sips at the top. And then open your mouth and release. Let it go. Very nice. Now seal your lips and start to drop into your Ujjayi breath. So your Ujjayi breath moves in and out through your nose. But it's not a typical nostril breath. It's coming from a deeper place. You really hear it. You really feel it as it moves through your throat. So there's a gentle constriction in the back of your throat. You're constricting the same muscles that you would constrict when you whisper, when you hum, or when you gasp. So see if you can start to create that little whisper noise as you breathe in and out. It's essentially like you're humming on the inside. Like you're humming without using your actual voice. Just connect to this breath. Find your own rhythm. It's slow and steady and smooth. And as best you can, use this breath throughout your practice as we move through all the physical postures. Use it to help regulate your nervous system. So this slow, steady breath, it tells your body that even when you're uncomfortable, even when you're being challenged, you are safe, you don't need to freak out, everything is okay, you can relax. This breath will also support you from within. It will help create space from within. It will help create lightness and buoyancy from within, connect you back to your center over and over again. So as much as you can, use your breath throughout your practice. Make it just as important as the physical postures. And if this is where you want to stay, just in the seated meditation, our entire practice, our entire class, you're doing just as much yoga as anybody else in this room. If you just stay present and focus on the inhale and the exhale. So you can stay here as long as you want. You can come back here at any time. If you're ready to begin moving your body, just take this breath with you. Transition forward onto your hands and your knees, tabletop position. From your tabletop position, from your hands and your knees, intuitive movement is the name of the game. So you're just moving any way your body wants to move. That might be cat-cows. That might be big circles with your hips all the way around. Maybe just feel like sitting back into child's pose and taking a few rounds of breath, grounding breaths. If it is helpful, close your eyes. Get out of your head, your thinking, talking, judging mind. You're in your head almost all day, every day. So this is a time where you get to let that go. Just feel your body. Use your felt senses. So that voice that says, am I doing it right? Do I look weird? What is everybody else doing? Is anyone watching me? That voice gets to fall away. You don't need it anymore. So these next 90 minutes, just be in your body and let yourself feel from your body. Let go of judgment. Let go of criticism. Let go of what anyone else is doing. If anybody's looking at you, let all that go and just feel. Connect with yourself. Give yourself about 3, 4, 5 more rounds, just moving in your own way here, just like this. And eventually we're headed into a downward facing dog. So you can start your transition back whenever you would like. Good job, friends. Once you're back in your dog pose, same thing. Just feel around. Huddle out your heels. Maybe give your head a little shake or a little nod. Maybe it feels interesting to take your feet out really wide and transfer your weight from side to side there. Maybe you take your hands a little further apart and feel the space in your shoulders. Then notice, is your breath still there? Is it still big and spacious? Can you still feel it? Can you still hear it flowing through? Can you feel it supporting you from within? Every inhale, you get a little lighter, a little more buoyant. Every exhale, you find your center. So that navel to spine connection. See if you can feel it. And in your down dog, you do not have to have your legs straight. You do not have to have your feet flat on the ground. It's perfectly fine if you want to bend your knees a little bit or a lot of it. So focus on lengthening from your fingertips all the way up to your butt, all the way up to your sit bones. Take one more big inhalation into your down dog. And then with your exhalation, friends, just crawl your hands to the very back of your mat until you find yourself in a forward fold. So eventually all of the weight will be in your feet. You can have a little or a big bend in your knees. Invitation to bring your feet at least hips width distance apart for this first fold. So that will just give your hips and your pelvis a little more space. Maybe grab opposite elbows for ragdoll. Maybe bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, give the back of your neck some traction. You might take a little bounce or a little sway or a little bob. Just be in your fold for a moment and notice you're rocking back into your heels and locking out your knees. See if instead you can keep a little bend in your knees, weight more forward, so more in the pads of your toes and the balls of your feet. And then use the strength in your core to lift your butt as high as you can. Let your neck relax, let your facial muscles soften. Next time you breathe in, find your halfway lift. Nice and long, so spine parallel to the ground. And exhale, release, and fold back in. Do that one more time. So inhale, spinal extension. Reach your butt back and reach the crown of your head forward. Very nice. As you exhale, let it go. And then this time, all the way up. So come through your halfway lift and keep rising, arms overhead as you breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, slow dive down into your folds. Beautiful. Inhale, spinal extension, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Thanks, Eddie. And then from the press of your feet, lead with your heart. See if you can rise all the way up. Heart leads, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Connect back to you. We'll take that one more time through. It's your half sun salute. Inhale, high mountain. And exhale, let your breath guide you down slowly and then fold in. Amazing, everybody. Beautiful. Nice awareness. Halfway lift. Breathe in, lengthen. Get all the rounding out of your back. Exhale, fold. Then press into your feet, engage your core, rise back up. Inhale, your arms extend overhead. And exhale, gather your hands to your own heart. All right, this time, inhale, take your arms to the sky. Pause, grab your left wrist with your right hand. Side body stretch, so shift your hips to the left. And gently tug on your left arm, so upper body goes to the right. Think of a crescent moon with your body and try to create it. If you want, you can reach your right tiptoes off the right edge of your mat. Just keep them really light on the ground. Yeah, and then breathe into your left side, your left waistline, the space between your left ribs. Imagine you're trying to puff up your left ribs. Nice, Josh. Take one more deep breath here. Good, Trish. As you inhale, come back through center, both feet on your mat. Switch your grip. So grab right wrist, and same thing to the other side. And if you do try to create this movement just in your upper body, you're very limited in your range of motion. So start from your lower body, more weight in your right foot. Maybe your left tiptoes reach out. And then as your hips go right, upper body reaches left. Breathe into your right side. Keep your right shoulder back and down so it's plugged into the socket. Take one more round on this side. Very nice, friends. As you inhale, back to center. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. Try not to hyperextend or lock out your elbows. If it's available to you, start to reach your hands back away from your body. And if you're reaching your hands back and you want even more, you can add a little baby back bend. Press your hips forward as you hug in with your inner thighs like you're squeezing an invisible yoga block. Puff up your chest, tilt your chin up, breathe into your heart space. One more big, huge in-breath. Nice, Jane. And as you exhale, keep your clasp. Hinge at your hips. Take it all the way down into your forward fold. Very nice. Hang out in your fold with your fingers interlaced for a couple rounds. So let your neck relax. Let your head be heavy. See if you can use your core strength to lift your butt a little bit higher. And then use the mobility in your shoulders. See if you can lift your knuckles a little bit higher. Possibly start to reach your knuckles forward. Nice, James. Take one more great big inhale here. Very good, everybody. As you exhale, hands to low back, release your clasp, let your arms hang, let them dangle for a moment. All right, from this place, walk your feet out to the width of your yoga mat, so nice and wide. Keep all of your toes facing directly forward. On an inhalation, bend your knees a lot and stick your butt out behind you. Fingertips on the ground, or if you want to, you can reach your arms straight forward. So be here for a moment. Feel your nice long spine. It's almost like you're going to hike a football underneath your legs. Take one more inhale here. Weight is in your heels. And then with your exhalation, forward fold. So fingertips to the ground, hips towards the sky. Inhale, bend your knees. Crown of your head forward, butt reaches back. Maybe arms reach forward. That's just an option. And then exhale, work your fold. So butt towards the sky, crown towards the ground. Do that a couple more times at your own pace with your own breath. So inhale, bend and lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold as deep as you can all the way to empty. Just working through your legs. Good. Yeah. Very nice. All right, next time you are in your forward fold, stay there. And then keep your feet nice and wide at the width of your mat. Plant your hands or your fingertips and slowly crawl them forward until you are in a plank position with your feet slightly wide. So plank pose, feet at the width of your mat. Pause, find your strength, spread your fingers and push the ground away. As you hold this plank, see if you can hover your right foot above the ground. Good. And then if you want more, see if you can lift to your left fingertips. Get light on your left hand. Maybe even reach your left arm forward. Teeter-totter. Yeah, so let yourself teeter and totter. Let yourself wobble. Awesome, Scott. Take one more inhale here. And as you exhale, set your hand and your foot back down. Try the other side. So this time, left toes hover. Maybe lift up to right fingertips. Just get nice and light. Maybe even reach your right arm forward. Yes. Feel that strength in your core. Use it. Take one more inhale. Awesome job. As you exhale, come back to your plank position. If you want to walk your feet in closer, if you want to bring your knees down, you're welcome to. One more big inhale as you push the ground away. And then ever so slowly lower down to your belly, strong straight line. Inhale, find a back bend of your choice. So lift your heart. Maybe it's a Sphinx pose, baby cobra, full cobra, Spider-Man cobra, up dog. Take your time. And then eventually, we'll meet back in downward facing dog. If you need a moment to rest your wrists, you could take a child's pose for a couple breaths. Once you're back in your dog pose, we've got about 5 rounds. So feel free to explore with movement, or feel free to just find stillness in your outer body and feel those little tiny micro movements within. Make those little tiny micro adjustments that really I probably don't even see on the outside, but they do make a big difference. So really explore your pose with your awareness. Explore your pose with your breath. Job. Your hands are your foundation, so make your fingers strong, spread them nice and wide. You can even imagine you're gripping the ground with the pads of your fingertips like you're a gecko holding onto a screen door. Take one more big inhale as you lift your hips really high, lots of length. And then as you exhale, look forward to the top of your space, however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you've arrived, go straight into your halfway lift position. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. And then press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise, back up, arms overhead. Inhale, nice max. Exhale, hands to your heart center. All right, we'll build our flow now. Inhale, take your arms up, high mountain. And as you exhale, just a little baby back bend, cactus your arms, curl open, make this come mostly from mid and upper back. Inhale, re-extend, realign, so reach high. And then as you exhale, chair plane pose. So bend your knees, sit back, and reach back. As you swing your arms back, keep your heart lifted like you're in a cobra pose. Yeah, nice, Ali. So feel your back muscles hug around your spine. Feel your heart lifting, and then feel your connection to center. Your belly button is pulling in and up as you stick your butt out behind you. Now, only if you want, option to rock forward and float up to your tiptoes. So find the strength in your feet and your ankles. If your heels are lifted, you now have more range of motion in your legs. See if you can sit a little bit lower, bend your knees a little bit more. Yes, good. Take one more deep breath here. Awesome, Mary Jo. As you inhale, maybe stay on your tiptoes. Take it all the way up, high mountain. Possibly stay on your tiptoes. Take your dive down with your exhalation. So stick your butt out. Use your core to help you balance. All the way down and fold. Heels on the ground for your halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank pose. Move through your vinyasa however you would like. So you can always skip it. You could take it on your knees. If you're feeling it, you could take some extra push-ups. See you back in downward facing dog. Big, deep ujjayi breath. All right, from your down dog, inhale, extend your right leg to the sky. Go ahead, explore a little bit. So if you want, you could open your hip, you could circle out your knee. Maybe you just point and flex your foot a few times or roll out your ankle. See if you can really keep your weight nice and centered. So try not to sink into your left side, but keep rooting through both hands. Strong through both shoulders. Really find that lift coming from your center, from your core. Take one more inhale. Make your right leg as strong and as straight and as powerful as you can. And then as you exhale, right knee towards your nose. Don't let your hips sink. Keep them high. Step forward softly, low lunge. And then rise as you are ready into your crescent lunge, your high lunge. So front knee over front ankle. You're high on the ball of your back foot. All of your toes face forward. And rather than sinking into your legs, find stability, find structure. Nice, Rachel. So energetically, you're pulling front hip back and back hip forward. You're hugging towards midline. And as you do that with your legs, automatically, you should get a little tone in your lowest, deepest abdominal. It's called your transverse abdominis. So navel to spine connection. It should feel like you have a little brace around your middle, supporting your low back. Nice, Laura. And then your upper body is your expression. So you can feel into it. What are you doing with your heart? What are you doing with your gaze? What are you doing with your hands and your fingers? Make sure you're aware of it. You can feel it. Imagine energy, prana, your big deep breath flowing into every little space. Beautiful, friends. Nice poses. Take one more big inhale into your crescent lunge. And then with your exhalation, we're going to turn this into a turbo twist. Left arm goes forward, right arm swings back knee bends to a hover. So your back knee is hovering above the ground. And if you want, you could absolutely set your back knee down to modify. If your back knee is lifted, then imagine you're trying to drag your back thigh forward at the same time as you try to pull your front hip back. Nice and broad through your shoulders. And imagine with your arms, you have great big wings. So big wingspan, reach through your fingertips. Awesome, Teresa. Take one more deep breath here. See if you can twist a little further as you exhale. Get a little lower. Yes, and then inhale, come back, crescent lunge. Reach up. Invitation to straighten both of your legs. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Squeeze through the front of your thighs. Yes, exhale, bring your hands down. So you're in a low lunge position, and from this place, move into a standing split. So right foot is your base, lift your left leg high. And I do not care if high for you is an inch off the ground. So find your personal edge and then just be with it. If there's any way you want to explore or play here, go for it. So you might wrap your right arm behind your right leg. You might lift to your right tiptoes. Maybe you even feel like taking little handstand hops. So you do you. Keep your left leg. If you're holding the pose, left leg is very strong. Left toes are active. Beautiful. And just like in a forward fold, you can relax your neck. You can let your head be heavy. See if you can feel your breath. Imagine your breath moving all the way up into your left toes. Energy up in your left toes. Take one more inhale here. With your exhalation, Shiva squat. Bring your left knee, tuck it into the back of your right knee. Both knees bend, get small and compact. Inhale, re-extend, standing splits. If you want, you can take a little hop. We'll do that 2 more times. Exhale, Shiva squat. Get small and compact all the way to emptiness. Yes, inhale, re-extend, left leg high or little hoppy hop. And then last one, exhale, squat. Left knee tucks into the back of right knee, left heel towards left glute. Inhale, re-extend, left leg high. Now listen, exhale, step your left foot to the back of your mat again. This time set up a warrior 2 stance with your legs. So pivot your back heel down and cartwheel your arms up, Virabhadrasana 2. So right toes face directly forward, left toes directly to the left. So your back foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Your shoulders stack over your hips. And your front knee is tracking towards your pinky toe. So if it feels like your butt's sticking out, see if you can wrap your right butt cheek underneath your body and get your front knee to track open rather than collapsing in. Good. Beautiful, friends. Next time you breathe in, side angle. So reach forward like you want to touch the front wall. Reach, reach, reach. When you can't reach anymore, only your arms have to change. So right arm towards the ground, left towards the sky. You could also bring right elbow to rest on your right thigh. You could reach your left arm forward. Or if the half or full bind is in your practice and you feel like going there, go for it. Wherever you are at, nice Abigail, you want your heart open. You want your hips open. So your heart, imagine it's trying to look up at the sky. Is there any way you can adjust to let it look up just a little bit more? Can you keep tracking your front knee towards your pinky toe? Can you keep your back foot rooted, grounded, your back leg strong and powerful? Yes, beautiful poses, everybody. Take about 2 more deep breaths. Nice, Cynthia. All right. And from the press of your feet, next time you breathe in, come up through your warrior two stance and reverse your warrior. So keep that bend in your front knee. If you need to straighten your leg for a moment, give it a little break, that's fine. But eventually deep bend in your front knee as you reach up and back. Yeah, so lengthen through your right side. This is not a back bend, it's a side body stretch. So breathe into your right waistline, your right rib cage. If you want, you could bring your left hand up to grab your right wrist and give it a little tug. Puff up through your right ribs. Yes. As you stretch your right side, bend your right knee even deeper. Beautiful poses, friends. Breathe into every little space. Nice, Eric. Take one more big inhale in your reverse warrior. And then as you exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground. Pivot to the ball of your back foot so you're back in low lunge. And then just step your back foot forward all the way to the top of your yoga mat. You're in a forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Realign your spine. Exhale, bow. Let it go. Then root through your feet and rise. Take it all the way up. Arms extend. Pause right here in your high mountain. So check in with the way you are standing. Notice if you're sticking your butt out and flaring your ribs forward, or maybe you're kind of curling your tailbone under, rounding through your upper back. See if you can find your most neutral pelvis, your most neutral spine. Feel that invisible brace around your middle supporting you. Your right foot will be your base. Lift your left knee, standing staff. So right foot stays grounded, left knee lifts, standing staff pose. Yes, good. Flex through your left toes. So your left foot is active and hug in with your inner thighs. Beautiful, friends. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to take eagle pose today. So left knee on top, left elbow on bottom. Wrap your arms, wrap your legs. Sit back, weight is in your right heel primarily. Squeeze through your inner thighs. If you can get that second wrap of your toes around your calf, awesome. If not, no big deal. Just keep your toes active. See if you can lengthen your spine, reach your tailbone towards the ground, crown of your head towards the sky. And then see if you can lift your elbows up and away from your chest, just ever so slightly. Gaze right through your arms. You are an eagle. So embody the energy of an eagle, focused and alert, yet calm and relaxed all at the same time. Beautiful. If it's too much to wrap your arms, you can always just grab the backs of your shoulders instead. Sit a little bit lower. Take one last round. With your inhalation, let everything unwind. So arms to the sky, left knee lifts, you're back to standing staff. If you want a little extra, extend your left leg forward. Press through your heel. Try not to lean back. Take one more inhale here. Awesome, Meg. As you exhale, ever so slowly, low lunge. So bring your hands to frame your front foot. See if you can land maybe with hands and fingers, or excuse me, hands and toes at the same time. Hands frame your front foot. Yes. And then from this place, three-legged down dog, take your right leg back and up. Three-legged down dog, right leg back and up. Right leg back and up. Open your right hip. Yes. So bend your right knee, reach it out and up towards the sky. Beautiful. You should feel your outer right butt cheek squeezing here to create this action. You are more than welcome to stay here. This is a great stretch for the front of your right hip. Stay here if you want. Otherwise, one more inhale here. Adding a little bit of core. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. If you want it, get as close as you can. Yes, inhale, take it back up. Open your hip again. Exhale, you're good. Right knee, right armpit. So as high as you can get on your arm. Yes. Inhale, back up. This time, square off your hips, right leg straight, strong, and powerful. As you exhale, you can go straight to down dog or rock forward and take your vinyasa, plank to chaturanga. You can take it as three-legged, or you can set your right toes down. You can even set your knees down. Nice, Erica. And inhale, lift your heart. And eventually take it back, downward facing dog. Yeah, give yourself just a moment. Maybe a big sigh out your mouth. And just notice right side versus left side, right leg versus left leg. Reconnect to your breath if you've lost it. You guys are doing great. From your down dog, next time you inhale, take your left leg to the sky. And pause for a moment. Any exploration you would like to take on this side. So maybe your exploration is all inside. I don't see anything happen on the outside, but you feel these little tiny micro adjustments. Maybe you want to open your hip or roll out your ankle or point and flex, point and flex. See if you can still feel both hands really strong, powerful, and rooted. See if you can still feel your core lifting you up out of your hands. Feel your big deep breaths flowing through. One more inhale, make your left leg, everybody straight, strong, powerful. Keep your hips high, left knee towards your nose. So don't let your hips sink down. There should be plenty of space in front of you then. Step forward softly, low lunge. And then take your time to rise up, crescent lunge. So all of your toes face forward. You're on the ball of your back foot. Powerful legs. So you're not sinking into your legs. You're finding structure and stability by hugging in. So front hip is drawing back hip is drawing forward. That little tone in your belly, rather than flaring your ribs and letting go through your abdominals, find your transverse abdominis, that little tone, that brace around your middle, supporting your low back. Beautiful, everyone. And then feel your breath flowing up into your fingers. Be intentional, whatever you're doing with your face, your gaze. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, we've got our turbo twist. So right arm forward and left arm swings back. Back knee bends to a hover. And your back knee can stay hovering, or if you want to modify, absolutely, feel free to bring your back knee down. Or if you're just exploring in your own way, you could bring your back knee down. Your back knee stays lifted. Imagine you're trying to drag your back thigh forward. Imagine you're trying to pull your front hip back as you squeeze through your inner thighs. Yes, broaden through your shoulders. Feel that space in your heart. Imagine you've got great big wings, so feel your big wingspan reach. If you want a little bit extra, see if you can gaze over your left shoulder behind you. Take one last round. Use your exhale to twist, twist, twist. Inhale, unwind, come back to crescent lunge. Invitation to straighten both of your legs. So keep on the ball of your back foot, keep balancing. Squeeze to the front of your thighs, reach high, and then hands come down. So low lunge, root into your left foot this time. Right leg floats high, standing splits. Good, Barb. So right leg lifts, right foot active, toes active. Yes, very nice. And you can work it in your own way. You can play if you want to, explore if you want to. Maybe you lift up to your left tiptoes. Maybe you take little handstand hops. Maybe you wrap your left arm behind your left leg. Just like you would do in a forward fold, my friends, see if you can let your neck relax. So rather than straining your neck to look forward, let your head be heavy. Use the strength in your core to help you balance. Use the strength in your right leg to take some weight out of your left leg. Ah, good job. Very nice. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, Shiva squat. So right knee tucks in the back of your left knee. Both knees bend, get small and compact. Yes, inhale, re-extend, right leg high. Good, Kim. Exhale again, Shiva squat. Right knee to the back of left, right heel towards right glute. Inhale, re-extend, reach. And then one last time, exhale, curl in, hollow out, empty out. Good job. Inhale, re-extend. Nice, Sarah. Reach your right leg high. And exhale this time, step your right foot all the way to the back of your mat. Well, your two legs. So pivot your back heel down, back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat, cartwheel your arms up. So left toes face directly forward, right toes face directly to the right. As you bend your front knee, it tracks open towards your pinky toe. And then rather than trying to drag your back hip forward, let your back hip open. So your hips are open, your shoulders are open, your heart is open. So feel the strength in your foundation, your legs. Feel the expansion and the spaciousness through your upper body. Drop through the crown of your head, reach through your fingertips. Breathe into all the little spaces. Next time you inhale, side angle. So reach forward, try to touch the front wall, reach, 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 and then just tip it over. Left hand towards the ground, right arm towards the sky, or maybe your right arm reaches forward, bicep next to your ear. Maybe you're resting your left elbow gently on your thigh, or half or full bind if you want to go there. Go for it. Wherever you choose to go, your breath is still flowing, big and spacious. Nice, Jana. Your heart is still open. Your hips are still open. Beautiful, everybody. Soft face, soft jaw. Take one last full round. And then stay in your legs. Press into your feet. Reverse your warrior. So come up through warrior 2 and reach up and back. If you need a break in your front leg, straighten it out for a moment and then come back in when you're ready. So that deep bend in your front knee, track it towards your pinky toe. Then imagine you're trying to lift your left rib cage up away from your left hip. Create more space there and breathe into that space. Yes. Beautiful. If you want, you could grab your left wrist with your right hand, that gentle tug. So how much awareness can you bring into these basic postures? My power classes, I don't do anything too crazy. I never teach poses that are extremely complicated. But if you really tune in, you can adjust the pose to get so much more out of it. There's so much more you can discover. There's so much more awareness you can find just in the basics. So really tune in. Take one more inhale. Nice, Jeanette. As you exhale, come back through your warrior 2 and cartwheel your hands all the way to the ground. So you're in low lunge. Pivot to the ball of your back foot and just step your back foot forward. You're in forward fold, top of your mat. Inhale to your halfway lift. Realign through your spine. Exhale, bow. Let it go. And then all the way up. Rise. Arms overhead. High mountain. Pause. Nice, Janessa. So pause for a moment and just feel into neutral pelvis, or Jessa, sorry. Neutral pelvis, neutral spine. And then from this place, left foot is your foundation, right knee lifts, standing stop. So find your balance, hug in with your inner thighs, flex through your right toes, focus your gaze. Slow and steady breath. One more inhale as you reach high. Then we're moving into eagle, right knee on top, right elbow underneath. So right knee on top, right elbow on bottom. Wrap your arms together, or if that's too much, grab the backs of your shoulders. Perfectly fine. Good. You can get that wrap of your toes around your calf. Awesome. I cannot get it, so I just keep my toes nice and active. So find your personal edge and then be with it. Squeeze your inner thighs as you sit back. Weight primarily in your heel. Rather than looking down at the ground, see if you can gaze straight forward. Lift your elbows up and away from your chest and gaze right through your arms. Embody eagle energy. What would that feel like? Breathe it through every little space. Sit a little bit lower. One last round. Amazing. As you inhale, unwind everything, standing staff. So reach up, lift your right knee up. If you want extra, extend your right leg forward. Try not to lean back. One more inhale here. Slow motion, low lunge. So right toes to the very back of your mat. Hands frame your front foot. From your low lunge, three-legged down dog. Take your left leg back and up. Yes, left leg back and up. Open your left hip. So left leg back and up, Teresa. Yep, good. Squeeze through your outer left glute. And that's how you're creating this action. So you're welcome to stay right here, get this nice stretch, or add some core. One more inhale. As you exhale, left knee, right elbow, little twist. Very nice. Inhale back up. Open your hip again. Exhale, left to left. Aim for your armpit. Yes. Inhale back up. This time square hips, long through your left leg. And exhale, you choose straight to down dog or take your vinyasa. So come forward and slowly lower. You can take it as a three-legged, or you can set your left toes down, set your knees down. Eventually downward facing dog, walk it out, or Great place for a child's pose, hero's pose, or any other pose that will just allow you to rest for a moment. So take a moment for yourself. Take a moment just to feel, just to breathe, just to reconnect and even kind of recalibrate. So we are going to move through that entire flow, that entire sequence, everything we just did. We're going to move through it a couple more times, going a little bit faster. So it will be one breath, one movement, but it does not mean that we speed through it with momentum and forget to breathe. So we're not going to just throw our body around in all these different positions. We're going to move super slowly with so much awareness with our slow, deep breath. So if at any point you feel like I'm cueing really, really slow, see if you can actually breathe slower and bigger and deeper than you even thought you could. And if at any point you just want to do your own thing or you just want to take a little break, you want to be in seated meditation, perfectly fine with me. But please always honor your own needs. Listen to your own body. This is your practice, so make it your practice. And that's up to you. If you're coming with me, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. Okie dokie, my friends. Great big inhale into your down dog. Really push the ground away. Lift your hips super high. As you exhale, gaze to the top of your space. However you'd like to get there. Forward folds. Inhale to your spinal extension, nice and long. Exhale, fold, let it go. And then take it all the way up. Rise, arms overhead as you breathe in. And hands to heart center as you breathe out. All right, here we go. Inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. Baby back bend with your exhalation. Cactus your arms, puff up your heart, curl open. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So option to float up to tiptoes if you want to. Option to stay on your tiptoes, high mountain, as tall as you can grow. Possibly stay on your tiptoes as you take your dive down into your fold. Amazing, nice work. Heels on the ground, halfway lift, breathe in. Thanks, Josh. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Try to keep that exhale going as you lower down. Inhale, curl open, peel your heart open, nice summer. And exhale, down dog. Take your hips back and up. Beautiful, friends. Inhale your right leg high, stretch it out. Exhale, step through as soft as you can, low lunge. Inhale, crescent, rise, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, turbo twist, left arm forward, right arm back, bend your back knee to a hover. Good job. Inhale, unwind, crescent, invitation to straighten both of your legs. Stay balanced on the ball of your back foot as you straighten. Little balance challenge. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, standing splits, left leg lifts. You can take a little hoppy hop if you want. Exhale just one time, Shiva squat, left knee to the back of right knee. Inhale, re-extend, left leg high. And then exhale, step your left foot to the back of your mat, set up your warrior two stance, and inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana 2. As you exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over all the way to emptiness. Beautiful. Stay in your legs and reverse your warrior. So reach up, reach back, keep that deep bend in your front knee. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge, and just step forward, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, realign your spine, nice and long. Exhale, fold and bow, nice CC. Root through your feet and rise. Inhale, reach up, float your left knee up. Exhale, eagle, left elbow under, left knee on top, get low, squeeze everything. Inhale, unwind, reach high, maybe extend left leg. Exhale, low lunge. See if you can land softly. Hands frame your front foot. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Take your right leg to the sky. Open up your hip. Nice job. Good, Teresa. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Good. Inhale, three-legged dog. Open your hip again. Learn to articulate through that hip joint. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Aim high. You can add a little push-up if you want. Bend your elbows. Don't let your butt drop. Inhale, three-legged dog. Maybe, or actually this time, extend your right leg, everyone. And exhale, either chaturanga or skip it straight to down dog. Inhale, peel your heart open, shoulders back and down. Beautiful. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Lots of length. As soft as possible. Left foot steps through, low lunge. Nice Chelsea as you inhale, rise, crescent. Beautiful, Charles. Exhale, turbo twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Bend your back knee. Feel the strength in your legs. Inhale, back to crescent. Option to straighten both of your legs. Squeeze through your thighs and those little stabilizer muscles around your knees. Feel and squeeze. Exhale, hands come down. Left foot is your base. Standing splits. Right leg lifts. Active through your right toes. Exhale, Shiva squat just one time. Good. Inhale, re-extend. Maybe take a little hoppy hop if you're feeling it. And exhale, right foot to the back of your mat, setting up your warrior two legs. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2, rise. Beautiful. Exhale, side angle, reach forward all the way to empty in your breath. And inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up, reach back. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. And exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground. Step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. And then root through your feet, take it all the way up. Arms reach up, right knee floats up, standing staff. Exhale, eagle, right knee on top, right elbow under, get low, squeeze everything all the way to empty, and then inhale, unwind, reach high, maybe extend right leg. Beautiful. Exhale, slowly, low lunge, right toes to the back of your mat, hands frame your front foot. Inhale, three-legged down dog, take your left leg to the sky, open your hip up, bend your knees, stay here if you want, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Left knee, right elbow. Good. Inhale, re-extend. Open your hip. Beautiful. Exhale, left to left. Add that push-up if you want. Don't let your butt drop down. Amazing. Inhale, back up. This time, square off your hips, long through your left leg. Exhale, come forward. Take your vinyasa. You can always skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, lift your heart. Shoulders back and down, away from your ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing work, friends. That is one round. We have one more. This time I'm going to change a few things up, add a few things in. So just as you have been doing, stay present. Listen to my cues. They are invitations. So take what works. Leave the rest behind. You're coming with me for our last time through downward facing dog, Ujjayi breath. Really use your breath to support you. Great big inhale, hips high, spine long, side body is long, push the ground away. Exhale, look to the top of your space, however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Inhale, spinal extension, lengthen. Exhale, bow, let it go. Rise all the way up, big full body stretch at the top. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, listen, inhale, reach up. Just like at the very beginning, grab your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale, side body stretch. Hips go left, upper body goes right. Empty all the way out. Inhale, come back through center. Switch your grip. Other side, up and then over with your exhalation. Inhale, center. Now exhale, add your back bend, cactus your arms, curl open. Comes from mid and upper back. Nice, Laura. Inhale, re-extend, realign, reach. And exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So option to come up to your tiptoes for a balance challenge. Stay on your tiptoes if you want to. High mountain, super, super tall. And then one last time, maybe stay on your tiptoes as you take your dive down and full. So good, my friends. Halfway lift, inhale, lots of length. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. You can always skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift, down dog. All right, inhale your right leg to the sky, strong and powerful. Exhale, step forward ever so softly. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. Exhale, turbo twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Bend your back knee, pause here, friends. Bring your right forearm across your low back. Square your gaze and your shoulders forward. Keep that bend in your back knee as you reach up and slightly back. Create a little baby back bend. Puff up your heart. Imagine an invisible rope attached to your sternum, pulling up towards the sky. Yes. Take one more inhale. Feel that length down your left side. Exhale. Bring your left hand to the ground. Reach your right arm to the sky. Revolve lunge. You can extend your back leg now. So straighten your back leg. An invitation only if you want to straighten your front leg as well. So stay on the ball of your back foot. It's a variation of revolve triangle. See if you can start to lift your right butt cheek up, 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 and press the top of your right thigh. Back, 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 back. You might have to scoot your left hand back a little bit. Squeeze your inner thighs. Yes. Twist from your center. Your spine is long. Breathe down into your belly, and as you exhale, twist a little bit further. Take just one last round. Bottom of your exhale, low lunge. So unwind, bend your front knee for a moment. Inhale, standing splits. Lift your left leg high. Good. Exhale, Shiva squat. Left knee tucks in the back of right. Inhale, re-extend. Left leg lifts, lengthen. And then exhale, left foot to the back of your yoga mat. Set up your warrior two legs. Inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, side angle posture. Reach forward and tip it over. Now, you're welcome to stay here in your side angle, or option to either turn it into a triangle or a balancing half moon. So option to reach your right hand forward, float your back leg up, or work your front leg towards straight. All of those options, all of those variations, heart is open, hips are open. Yes, beautiful work, my friends. Wherever you're at, couple more rounds. Your back leg is lifted. See if you can lift it higher. And then everybody come back, land in a warrior 2, meet in a warrior 2 stance. Once you've arrived in your warrior 2, make any adjustments you need. Next, inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up, reach back, and lengthen. Exhale, come back to warrior 2. Listen. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, reach your arms up. So all of your toes now face the long edge of your mat. As you exhale, maybe you can swan dive down or however you need to get there. Sometimes I take a little clockwise swirl down. So I know we're kind of crowded in here, but find your way to your wide-legged straddle, your wide-legged forward fold, and then we'll hang out for about 5 rounds of breath anywhere you want to go. So any way you want to explore. Just like in a regular forward fold, try not to rock back into your heels and lock out your knees. So your weight should be more forward, maybe a little bend or even a big bend in your knees. Focus on lifting your butt towards the sky using your core strength. Crown towards the ground. Yeah, and any way you want to explore is welcome. About 2, 3 more breaths. Good job. All right, if you're working somewhere, start to wrap it up. Then get to a place where you can have your hands or your fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need. Crawl your hands to the top of your yoga mat, back to low lunge. And then listen here. You're going to step your left foot behind your right heel like you're standing on a balance beam. So left toes touch the back of your right heel like you're standing on a balance beam. Put your focus in your left foot, your back leg mostly. Keep pulling your left hip back and see if you can walk your fingertips over to the right side or even off the right side of your yoga mat. If you need to bend your right knee or even come up to your right tiptoes, that's okay. Pull your left hip back. Breathe up your left side body and down the back of your left leg. Relax your neck. If you've got a block, you could use it under your hands to bring the ground closer to you if that would be helpful. Soft face, soft jaw. About 2 more deep breaths. Nice work, everybody. Leave your feet exactly as they are, but walk your hands back to center. See if you can stay on your balance beam. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine, realign. See if you can stay on your balance beam. Exhale, fold. Now press through your feet and rise all the way up. Arms reach up. Now lift your left knee up, standing staff. All right, listen, we're going somewhere completely different. We're going to twist towards the windows. Right arm forward, left arm back. You can keep your left knee bent, maybe grab hold of the outside of your knee or thigh, or you can go for the full variation. Grab your left foot and start to extend your left leg forward. Only extend as much as you can without rounding through your spine. So press through your heel. Keep your shoulders and your collarbones broad. Squeeze your inner thighs and make the twist come from your center. So nice, you guys. Your personal fullest expression. One last breath. You're doing great. Bottom of your exhale, unwind, standing staff. Arms reach up. Maybe extend left leg if you haven't. And then exhale, low lunge, slowly. Left toes to the back of your mat, hands to the ground. Amazing. From here, 3-legged down dog. Take your left leg back and up. Open your hip up. This time, option if you want to flip your dog. Left foot comes down behind you. I know we got limited space, so just be aware of the space around you. Open through your heart and your front body. If you're in the back bend, breathe all the way down into your belly. Nice, Mackenzie. Beautiful, everyone. One last big in breath if you're in the back bend. And then come back, everybody. Regular downward facing dog, and just walk it out for a moment. From down dog, you can absolutely choose to stay here or inhale, rock forward to your high plank. Hover your right leg if you would like. Exhale, chaturanga, lower slowly. Strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, lift your heart, peel it open. Exhale, nice, Erica. Lift your hips, down dog. Take it back. All right, we got one more side. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale as soft as possible. Left foot steps through, low lunge. Crescent lunge, breathe in and rise. Exhale, turbo twist. Right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends. This is where we'll pause. Bring your left forearm across your low back. Square your hips and your shoulders forward. And then reach your right arm up and slightly back, creating a back bend. So puff up through your heart. Lift through your sternum. Breathe down into your belly. Feel that long line down your right side. One more inhale. Exhale, right hand to the ground, left arm to the sky, revolve lunge. Straighten out your back leg, make it powerful and strong. Unless you're modifying, you can set your back knee down anytime. If you are in revolve lunge, you can stay there, or option to turn it into a revolve triangle variation. So balancing on the ball of your back foot, see if you can start to straighten your front leg. Imagine a rope attached to your left butt cheek. It's pulling up towards the ceiling. And then press the top of your left thigh back, back, back. So get your left leg as straight as you can. Keep your spine long and keep twisting from your center. Keep breathing big, powerful breaths. One last round. Use your exhale to twist to your edge. And then very end of your exhale, low lunge. So unwind everything. Bend your front knee for just a moment. Inhale, standing splits. Float your right leg to the sky. Exhale, Shiva squat, right knee to the back of left. Good. Inhale, re-extend. Take a hoppy hop if you want. Exhale, right foot to the back of your mat. Set up your warrior two legs. Inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana 2. Good. Exhale, side angle. Reach forward, tip it over. Now pause. You can stay if you prefer. Otherwise, you have options, triangle or balancing half moon. So maybe you reach forward, float your back leg up. Maybe you start to work your front leg towards straight. If there's somewhere else you want to go to explore, be my guest. It's all you. So your pose, so much awareness. Work it with your awareness. Work it with your breath. See what you can find. Even if you've been here a million times, what does it feel like today? How can you adjust to get more out of it, to be more efficient? If your back leg is lifted, see if you can lift it a teeny tiny bit higher. Take one last big deep breath, everybody. And then come back into a warrior two stance. Once you are in warrior two, take a moment to adjust if you need. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up, reach back. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, take your arms to the sky, and then either exhale, swan dive down, or maybe you roll down slowly. Maybe you take a little counterclockwise twist to come down. So however you need to get there, wide-legged forward fold. We've got a few rounds. You can explore the same way you did on the other side, or you can do something completely different. Just whatever you are doing, be with it fully. So let your mind stay on your mat, in your body, rather than wandering off somewhere else. Open mouth sighs are always welcome. Good job, friends. Thanks, Charles. Last couple rounds. And then come to a place where you can have your hands or fingertips on the ground and crawl your hands to the top of your mat, low lunge. Step your back foot forward so it's behind your left heel. So right toes touch the back of your left heel. You're on your balance beam again. All right, keep pulling your right hip back. Walk your hands to your left. So to the left edge or even off the left edge of your mat. Great place to use a block if you've got one. Just bring it under your hands. Bring the ground closer to you. Yes. So imagine your breath moving up your right side body and down the back of your right leg. See if you can let your neck relax, let your facial muscles soften. If you need to bend your left knee or even come up to left tiptoes, that's fine. Good job, friends. Last couple of rounds right here. And stay on your balance beam with your legs. Walk your hands back to center. Stay on your balance beam. Inhale to a halfway lift position. Try to pull your left butt cheek back as well as you lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then press into your feet, squeeze your inner thighs, rise all the way up. It's a little balance challenge, I know. Lift your right knee up now, standing staff pose. So left foot now is your base, right knee lifts. Yep. And then we'll twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Twist. You can keep your right knee bent, maybe grab hold of your outer thigh or outer knee, or grab your right foot with your left hand and start to extend your right leg forward. Only extend as much as you can without rounding your spine. So as soon as you feel your spine rounding, you don't go any further. Work the length in your left leg by pressing through your heel. And keep the length in your spine, drop through the crown of your head. Squeeze your inner thighs, twist from your belly, from your center. Breathe all the way down. One last round. Really good, everybody. On an inhale, unwind everything. Reach up. Maybe extend your right leg if you haven't. One last time, slow motion to your low lunge. Step your right toes back, hands to the ground. Three-legged down dog. Take your left leg to the sky. Open up your left hip. And then this time, if you want, option two, flip your dog. Left foot comes down, left arm forward. Nice, Scotty. Open through your front body. Feel the strength in your back body. Breathe down into your belly. One more big, huge in-breath. And then everybody, regular down dog. Walk out your dog. You're welcome to stay here, keep walking it out, or invitation, inhale, high plank, hover left leg if you want. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, peel your heart open. And then you choose down dog, child's pose, hero's pose, embryo pose, grab a drink of water. Just take a moment once again. Feel whatever there is to feel, all that energy flowing through you. Flowing through your fingers and your toes. Be big sigh out your mouth. Ah. All right, friends, give yourself one more round of breath wherever you're at. And then come to extended hero's pose, so a kneeling position. But rather than sitting your butt on your heels, you're lifting your butt. So it's like you're standing on your knees. Bring your knees hips width distance apart. And if you want extra cushion for your knees, you can fold over the front of your mat once or even twice to give your knees extra cushion. So we're going to take camel pose today. If you have a block and you want to use it in between your inner thighs, you're welcome to. What that will do is just help those transverse abdominis muscles engage automatically. Otherwise, you can use your awareness to engage those muscles. So start. I like my toes tucked under. That will stabilize your shins and also bring your heels a little bit closer. But you can do you. Start with your hands on your low back like you're about to put them in your back pockets. Roll your shoulders back and down and try to point your elbows straight back. Now, press your hands forward into your hips, but then press your hips back into your hands. So as you press your hips back into your hands, you should feel your transverse abdominis fire. Keep that, pop up your heart, tilt your chin up. This can be where you stay, or reach one hand back, locate your heel, grab hold, and then reach the other hand back. Locate your heel, grab hold, keep puffing up your heart, keep hugging in with your inner thighs and pressing your hips forward. See if you can take 3 more breaths wherever you're at. Good, beautiful. Strong through your back body, supporting your front body as it opens. Soft through your face. Unclench your jaw. Open through your shoulders. One last round, your fullest expression just for one last moment. Come out the same way you came in. So one hand back to your low spine or low back, and then the other leading with your heart, not your head. Come back to neutral. And then once you're back in neutral, invitation to take a puppy pose. So if you fold it over your mat, unfold it. Bring your hands to the ground in front of you. Walk them forward. Your hips line up over your knees. So your hips are in the air, nice and high. Take a few breaths here in puppy, more of a neutral spine. And then after a few breaths in your puppy pose, this nice neutral long spine, sit all the way back into your child's pose. So that will bring you into a little bit of spinal flexion. Nice little counter pose from your back bend, your spinal extension. Breathe all the way down into your low back, into your hips, into your pelvis. Good job, everyone. Your next couple rounds. However you want to get there, downward facing dog. If you want to take a couple cat-cows, if you want to move through a vinyasa, eventually down dog. Ujjayi breath, a little bit longer. All right. From your down dog, inhale, right leg high. And then pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your yoga mat. Set your body down nice and easy. If you'd rather take this in a seat or on your back or any other variation, please feel free. Otherwise, set yourself up with intention, attention. Right knee nice and wide. Your right butt cheek, rather than trying to push it down, find structure, strength, stability. So imagine that invisible rope attached to your right butt cheek. It's pulling up and back. As it pulls up and back, your heart can bow forward and down. So what you're doing is you are plugging the femur bone into the hip socket. So rather than just sinking into your joints and exploiting your hypermobility, sitting in your joints, you're making your joints nice and stable and stretching the muscle around them. Really good awareness, friends. We'll be here for about 5 to 7 breaths. You can sigh out your mouth anytime. So especially if you are somebody who can just easily plop into this, your right butt cheek just sits on the ground, no problem. Your practice here then is more stability. So see if you can get your right butt cheek to lift up a little bit. See if you can feel that muscle energy in your legs and then soften around it, soften within it. Sigh it out your mouth anytime. Just about 3 more deep breaths. Notice, is there anywhere you're tensing up that you do not need to be? Maybe your face, maybe your shoulders, maybe your hands, fingers. Just by noticing, see if anything shifts or lets go. Just like we did at the very beginning of our practice, invitation, next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. Hold in that fullness. Take an extra sip and send it down into your right hip. And then big sigh. Start to slowly lift your upper body. We're going to actually come into a 3-legged tabletop. So plant your hands, curl your back toes under, and kind of scoot your back knee forward so your hips lift. Nice, Trish. And then unthread your right leg, take it back behind you. So your right leg reaches back, give a nice little shaky shake, shaky shake, shaky shake. Good. After a few shakes, pivot on your left knee. So your left foot comes off the side of your mat. Reach your right arm to the sky. Nice, Jane. So opening up into a modified side plank. Yeah. You can stay right where you're at, or maybe you reach your right arm forward, feel into the length of your right side body. You can stay here, or final option if you want, bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot, kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. See if you can let your heart turn to look up just a little bit more. One last huge breath. Nice, Kim. Slowly release back to hands and knees. And then from your hands and your knees, take a few rounds of breath to find your way to down dog. So maybe you want a little bit of intuitive movement. Maybe you want some cat-cows or some hip circles. Maybe you want to move through a vinyasa. Maybe you just want to go straight back to down dog. Once you're in your down dog, check back in, reconnect with your breath. All right, inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, pigeon pose, left shin to the top of your mat. Bring your body down gently. And set yourself up just as intentionally for this side as you did the other. Try to get your left knee wider than your hip to get that external rotation. Rather than just plopping into it with no muscle, rather than sitting in your joints, try to find that structure, that strength, that muscle energy. Left butt cheek pulls up and back as your heart bows forward. Use every breath. Each inhale creates new space. Each exhale, soften around that space. Ah. Notice if you've gone anywhere else in your mind. Just by noticing, bring yourself back. Bring yourself back to this room, to the sensation in your body, to the sensation of your breath. Be here for about 3, 4 more rounds. Open mouth size, always welcome. And again, invitation, next inhale. Fill up as big as you can, get as full as you can, and hold. And then take that extra little sip. Visualize it moving down into your left hip. Big sigh, let it go. Ah. Nice, Eric. Slowly lift your upper body. Plant your hands, scoot your back knee forward so your hips lift up. And then unthread your left leg, 3-legged tabletop, shaky shake, shaky shake. After a few shakes, move into your modified side plank. So pivot on your right knee, right foot comes off the edge of your mat, left arm to the sky. Open up towards the windows. Rather than sticking your butt out, try to press your hips forward. Maybe reach your left arm forward towards the front wall and feel into the length of your left side. And then if you want, option to bind the pose. Bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot. Use gentle leverage. So kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Let your heart look up towards the sky a little bit more. One last big, huge breath. Nice, Ali. And then ever so slowly, let it go. Back to hands and knees. From your hands and your knees, any movement that calls to you. So again, cat cows, hip circles, child's pose, down dog, one final vinyasa. Wherever you'd like to take it. And then eventually we will end up on our back. So no rush whatsoever, but eventually just find your way down onto your back. You can face whichever direction you feel like. Once you're on your back, gently draw your knees towards your belly. Take a little rock from side to side. And after a few rocks, supine spinal twist. You can go to either side first. Just be aware of the space around you. So maybe your knees just fall to one side, or maybe you extend one leg or cross your legs. Probably the most gentle variation of a twist is windshield wiper variation with your feet wide, the width of your mat, and just let your knees fall to one side. But you choose. Give yourself about 4 or 5 rounds on each side. At this point, just letting all your weight be held by the ground. letting your body just really give into gravity. So not fighting it, not resisting it, just give in. After about 4 or 5 rounds on one side, switch to the other side, just mindfully, slowly. Please take your time, but when you do feel even on both sides or somewhat even, come back to center. Choose any inversion that you want to take for about 5 to 10 breaths. So anything that puts your hips and or your legs higher than your heart. And if you want to take a couple different inversions, that's fine with me. If an inversion is not what sounds good to you and there's some other pose that you'd rather take, that's fine too. When you feel complete with your inversion, ease your way out. Take any counter poses and or any finishing poses of your choice. So happy baby is always a good one at the end of practice. Maybe you just feel like hugging your knees in, giving them a big squeeze. Maybe you just feel like rolling your wrists out, rolling your ankles out. So no right or wrong. Just finish off your own practice in whatever way you would like. And eventually start to make your way into your Shavasana, your final relaxation. And as you do move into your final relaxation, you can let go of any efforting, any control or manipulation of your breath. And just really let your body give in. Let all your muscles be soft and relaxed. My thought for you as you move into your Shavasana is by Evie Marie O'Connor. It says, maybe there are no errors on this devastatingly divine human path. Perhaps everything really is perfectly placed. Each person we meet is the exact portal we seek. Every moment cosmically choreographed to coax our deepest essence down into this realm. The hymn of eternity appears to be unhurried as it plays the song of our soul back to us, patiently repeating the patterns until we catch the rhythm and carry the tune. Life's curriculum set to the cosmic clock, everything always unfolding in divine time. So for these last few moments, can you just trust that everything is happening as it should, that everything is unfolding as it should? Trust that you are meant to be right here in this room, in this moment. Let go of trying to control anything outside yourself. Let go of being anywhere else but here. Let go even of figuring anything out in your own head. Just give yourself this time to simply be in your body. Simply feel whatever there is to feel flowing through the space of you for these last few moments of practice. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Start to slowly wiggle fingers, toes, just bring gentle movements back into your body. Maybe give yourself a little temple massage. Maybe rub your hands together really fast, build a little bit of heat, place them over your eyelids. Eventually, when you're ready, roll to either side, fetal position. Give yourself just a couple rounds there. And as you rest on your side, really let everything soak in, let everything integrate in. Maybe you even visualize that, use your imagination and see that in some way. And then use your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation. So right back where we began. Yeah, sit facing forward towards the front of your mat, in the front of our space. Gather your hands to your own heart, either prayer hands or one palm stacked on top of the other. And we'll just close our practice together with one big collective Om. So try not to worry too much about how your voice sounds, let go of judgment. And just focus on how it feels to use your own vibration to let it move through your body and express out your mouth. So start by exhaling, clear your throat if you need to. Breathe in your voice. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up, for sharing your practice, your energy. Namaste. Oh, yay. Good job. You're so welcome. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Yeah, geez. Hi. Sorry, guys. Sorry there wasn't room for you. Thanks for being a good sport. Yeah, have you guys been here before? No. Never been here? Okay. So this is the fullest class. Most classes are not this packed, just so you know. The cleaning supplies are around this corner. Yeah, and then your mat goes under the sink, but your mat goes where you got it. Let me see it. Looks like somebody has it. Just honestly don't worry about it for today. I'll take care of it. Move these out of the way. And then actually, I'm just gonna have you guys, instead of doing this, I'll do this. There's a QR code that's like a one-time waiver that we asked new people to sign. You did that. Oh, amazing. Okay, awesome. Oh yeah. Thank you. Then you're good. Is it okay for me to roll it this way? Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. I love the class. It's so good. Oh, thanks. Thanks for coming. What's your name? Haley? Megan. Okay, I'm Katie. Nice to meet you. Sorry, I called you Janessa. Took me a second. I was like, is that right? And I'm like, Jessa. Just put them there, yeah, and I'll get them. Yeah. You're so welcome. So, it's gonna be an ugly sound. Sorry. I'm good. I know this class is packed. I know this class overflows. I know Sunday yoga, man. It's like, is it Scott teaching today after? But it's there was nobody here. I know Sundays are they are yeah, the thing. They're a thing. It's so good to see you, James. Thanks for coming. Oh, hey, that's great. Oh, good to have you, Mackenzie. Yeah, yoga and baking. I'm gonna bake some Hopefully delicious baked goods. I'm like, yeah, why not, huh?
It's the
Love
food
you.
juggle.
Love you. Love you. Mwah. Mwah. Love you. You're so welcome. You're Julie's friend, right? I remembered. I'm like, that's where, yeah. Tell her to come back too. Girlfriend. Oh, you're such a badass, dude. Oh, I love you.